I run a dumpster rental company, and this week I built something that's going to change how my business operates for the next decade. I didn't buy a new truck, I didn't get a new yard, I didn't hire someone new, kind of. I bought a computer, an AI, and a system that now creates content, publishes blog posts, and it posts to social platforms and builds prospect lists for my sales team, all while I sleep. I'm going to show you exactly what I built, what it costs, how it works, and whether you should do the same thing for your business. This is not theory, this is something that I built, and I've strategized, and will be implementing starting next week. So a quick background on me so you know where I'm coming from. My name's Justin Hubbard. I own a junk and dumpster company called Grizzly Junk Pros. Since 2014, we've been doing this for 12 years now. We've served over 16,000 customers and do about $2 million a year annually. It's a real business, it's real trucks, it's got real problems, just like every other business. I also run a digital marketing company called atomize.com, where we work with local service businesses on paid ads and AI search visibility and websites and things of that nature. And I want to be clear about something up front. I am not a tech person. I don't code, I'm not a developer. I'm a guy who starts businesses and figures things out. I saw these new tools and I saw that it had a way to make a real difference in my business. And so if I can build this, then you can probably build this too. But let me start with the actual problem that I was trying to solve, because that's where this whole thing begins. Have you noticed what's happening when you search for something on Google lately? Half the time you don't even see a list of websites anymore. You get this AI answer. It's like a paragraph or a recommendation. And then maybe below some links, maybe a map pack. So now think about what happens when one of your potential customers goes to ChatGPT or Perplexity or Google and they type in like the best dumpster company in your city or near your city. They likely get a recommendation. They don't get 10 links. One recommendation most likely, sometimes 3. And the businesses that get recommended are the ones that the AI systems already know a lot about. The ones with consistent, fresh content. The ones with detailed Google business profiles. The ones posting regularly. The ones with a lot of real and current reviews. So I've been in business for 12 years with real customers with real reviews, a real website that's updated. And I wasn't showing up in those recommendations in the way that I thought that I should be. And I knew exactly why. It's because I wasn't producing enough hyperlocal content for AI systems to index and pull from. My competitors weren't either, but whoever figured this out first wins. There's a real first mover advantage here. The problem's not complicated, it's just time consuming. I don't have time to write 3 blog posts a week and post to all these social platforms every single day. I have businesses to run and a family to raise. So I figured out how to make the most of AI and have it do the work for me. Okay, so here's exactly what I built. So I'm gonna break this down into 2 parts because there are really 2 separate systems that are running here for me. The first one is the content system. The second one is the research agent. Both are running on the same hardware. So let's get into the hardware first. I purchased a Mac Mini M4. I paid $743 for it on sale from Amazon. It's gonna sit in my office, plugged into power, Wi-Fi. It's gonna run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'll never turn it off. It just works quietly in the background while I'm doing what I need to do every single day. On that Mac Mini, I'm going to install something called Claude Code. It's made by Anthropic, the same company behind the Claude AI assistant that a lot of people are using. But Claude Code is different. It's not just a chatbot. It can actually take actions. It can browse websites, write files, publish content, fill spreadsheets. It makes independent decisions to accomplish the goal that I set for it. That's what makes it what's called an AI agent. It's not automation that follows preset steps, it's something that actually figures out how to get things done without your constant oversight. So here's how the content system works in practice. So while you're on a job, let's say, you take a few photos from your phone, and when you get back to the truck, you can drop them into a Dropbox folder labeled that town, and that's it. That's the entire job that this process takes. It's 30 seconds. So here's what happens next without you having to do anything. The system detects those new photos and videos. Claude looks at them. It can actually see what's in the photo. It reads what kind of job it was, what was hauled, what the site looked like. It reads the brand document that I created that has everything about my business, the pricing, the service area, my voice, my values, and it writes a full blog post about that job in my voice, my pricing, mentioning that city specifically, describing what we removed, naturally working in the search phrases that gets my business found. Then it publishes that blog post directly to my website. Then it writes, 5 different versions of that same content for high authority sites like Facebook, Google Business Profile, LinkedIn, YouTube, and even Pinterest, actually. Each one is formatted correctly for that specific platform. Then it posts all of them. It's all automatic. My total time investment for all of this is going to be less than a minute. That it took, basically just whatever it took to drop those photos into the Dropbox. And I want to be really clear about something because I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking that AI content is fake and Google hates it. But this content is real. The photos are real. The job actually happened. The town's real. The dumpster size, the type of debris, the details, all of it comes from the actual job that we did. The AI is writing about reality. It's not just making stuff up and pulling from the internet to fill in the gaps. That's what makes it work for search. That authenticity is the whole point behind this system. Okay, so the content system is pretty cool. But honestly, the second thing that I built is what I think even more valuable for my business right now today. So I also set up what's called a research agent. So here's the scenario. I run a digital marketing agency and my admin spends hours every week manually searching Google for local businesses for my junk company, like roofing companies, landscapers, remodelers, pulling their information, their phone number, copying websites, building prospect lists, all for outreach. Lots of hours every single week. I opened up Claude Code on the Mac Mini, and I'm going to type this prompt. Research all roofing companies in Fairfield County, Connecticut. Find the business name, phone number, email if it's available, and website. Save everything to this Google Sheet and attach the URL. Then I don't have to do anything else. The system just works. And then in the morning, I'll have hundreds of local roofing companies in a spreadsheet with the business name, the town, phone number, website, all ready for my team to just start calling. The AI browsed Google town by town. It visited each business website, it pulled the contact information out, it skipped the national chains automatically, and it figured all this out on its own. And it fills the Google Sheet out row by row. This is the difference between automation and an AI agent. Old automation follows a script. An agent figures things out like a person. So when a website doesn't load, it'll try a different approach. When a result was an obvious national chain, it just skips it without being told that specific company was a chain. When contact information is buried somewhere in the website, it'll find another way to try to retrieve it. So I have 17 different research instructions just ready to run. From general contractors, roofers, remodelers, property managers, landscapers, moving companies, estate sale companies, and other ones too, all across the counties that my junk business serves. So each one runs, and each one will fill out its own Google Sheet. So my admin just has to show up, and they get a full list, and they just start dialing. There's no more research. So that shift alone, from building a list to working on the list, is absolutely enormous. And so now let's talk about the money side, because I know that's probably what you really want to know. So the hardware is $743, the one-time payment for the Mac Mini M4. That's it. You don't need anything special. You probably have a monitor and a keyboard already, or you can share the screen to your computer if it has that capability. The monthly ongoing costs, the Claude Pro subscription plan, the Claude API that actually runs the AI tasks, the Make automation system, that's a tool that's available. It connects everything. Blotato, which handles all the social postings across a bunch of sites, and Dropbox. So the total ongoing monthly expenditure is about $100. So for my dumpster company, one additional rental per month will pay for the entire system. Just one. And this thing is going to generate a lot more than just one additional rental a month. Trust me. For the research agent side, there's no additional cost. It's running on the same hardware and the same Claude subscription plan. The prospect list is being built, would cost me hundreds and hundreds of dollars of admin time and real money to do it manually. And so now this is essentially free. And now look, I don't expect everyone who's watching this to just go buy a Mac Mini and basically get another computer. That's not the point of this video. But there are 3 things that you can do this week that cost nothing but your time and will start moving the needle on your AI search visibility right now. So number 1, fix your Google business profile. And I mean really fix it. Rewrite your descriptions like a real human talking to a neighbor, not a corporate brochure or some ChatGPT nonsense. List your services with actual descriptions, upload recent job photos, and name those photos files before you upload them. Dumpster rental in your city .jpg, not img.478. That really, really matters. Number 2 is build a review system. So after every single job you complete, text your customer a direct link to your Google review page, not an email, a text. Save that link in your contact in your phone right now. Reviews are the single biggest factor in AI local recommendations, and most of us are leaving a lot of those on the table because we never ask. You may have a CRM that automates this already, but this is a good one too. And number 3 is start taking job photos with intent. Every job, 3 to 5 photos, before, during, and after. You know, the dumpster in the driveway, the truck loaded up, clean driveway when you leave, and just use your phone camera. It's fine. Real authenticity beats professional every single time in this kind of content. Those photos are your content pipeline, and everything that I've built, it works with the photos that are real. Without the raw material, there's nothing for the system to write about. So don't overthink it, just start taking photos. So I want to be straight with you before we wrap this short video up, because I think you deserve honesty more than a lot of nonsensical hype that's available on the internet. The content system is not going to make my phone ring next week. AI search visibility can be a 6 to 12 month game, so I'm planting seeds. I know that going into it. What I'm building is a compounding advantage. Every piece of content adds to the foundation. Every week the system runs, the gap between my business and my competitors who aren't doing this will get a little wider. And so 6 months from now, I'll have hundreds of hyperlocal blog posts, thousands of social blog posts, a Google business profile that's updated every single week, and my competitors who will still have the same static website that they had today that they had tomorrow, they won't have these things. So that's the play. It's not a quick win, it's a durable competitive advantage built one job photo at a time. And the research agent is much different. That doesn't take 6 months. My admin team will have a full call list that they can just start dialing away. That has immediate value right now, today. The content system is the long game, the research agent is the short game, and together they're everything. So to wrap this up, if you want the full breakdown, the exact tools, complete costs, the workflow, how it's structured, and the difference between what I call smart automation versus a true AI agent, I'll link the full article in the description below. It goes a little bit deeper than this video. If you want help building this for your business, the content system, the research agent, AI search visibility strategy, that's what my agency at atomize.com does. We work specifically with local service businesses. The link is in my description in the bio. And if you're subscribed to my newsletter, the Mac Mini arrives tomorrow on Sunday. And so I'll be reporting back with real numbers for the first week of initiating this system. And I'll go over what didn't, what I changed, and all that kind of stuff. There's no spin, none of that stuff, just the real results. So stay tuned.